Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we're having a battle versus Jonah in the OU tier from the Discord server. But Jonah does have a YouTube channel of his own, so go check him out. There is a link to his channel down in the description. I implore you to check him out. He does some really high quality battles, really good stuff. Definitely go check him out. Also, go ahead and join the Discord server. It's the best place to go for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battles right now. There is a link in the description down below. I've also noticed only 36% of people watching this video right now are actually subscribed. So just double check you subscribe because YouTube likes to unsubscribe people for some reason. And if you're not in the first place, why not subscribe? It's free, it helps me out, and I really appreciate it. Anyway, with that being said, let's jump into the team preview. Okay, Jonah has brought some power. They've got a Greninja, probably Battle Bond, Heatran, Great Tusk, Goldengo, Zapdos, and a Meowscarada. So pretty awesome looking team, to be fair. Thinking about leading off with the great Stripe over here, Landorus, just to get the U-turn off straight away. I feel like they lead off with Meowscarada. I usually see that. So I'm going to do that. And if they do go for the Greninja switch, we just switch straight into Wo-Chen, who can take any hit from it, no problem. And the battle begins. So Jonah's going to lead off with whatever that is, the Greninja, as we lead off with the Landorus. So not the most favorable matchup to start off with, but we can definitely work around it, no problem. All we need to do is go into Wo-Chen over here. If we get hit by a U-turn, so be it. I'm pretty sure Wo-Chen can take it regardless. So we'll get Landorus-Therian out there, and we'll go into the Wo-Chen, who can definitely take any hit this Greninja wants to throw at us, to be fair. So we'll go into Wo-Chen. There we go. See? Tablets of Ruin's going to activate, lowering the physical attack of the Greninja. They go for an Ice Beam. We should be able to tank it like a boss. We do tank it like a boss. And they are Battle Bond as well because there's no Pro TM, which is good to note. So, what do they do now? That's the real question. So we could go for a knockoff if we really wanted to. I'm thinking more Giga Drain, but I feel like they're going to go Zapdos here real quick, or the Meowscarada. So I'm going to go for a knockoff instead. They do withdraw the Greninja. They don't U-turn, which is good to note. No U-turn. They're going to go into Flower Girl, which is the Meowscarada, I'm guessing. There we go. Meowscarada comes in. As we go for a knockoff, that's going to be able to do a lot of damage. Not really a lot of damage, but we're going to be able to get rid of its Choice Band, which is great. So, we've got a couple of options here. We could Tera into a Tera Ghost type, and we could go for whatever we want to go for. But they're probably going to go for a U-turn, right? So let's go into Landorus, get some Rocky Helmet Chip. I think that's going to be important. So there we go. Going to withdraw Wo-Chen. We don't want to get hit by a Play Rough or a U-turn right now. And we're going to go into Great Stripe, the Landorus-Therian, who has got some great stripes, if you don't know. So, anyway, they go for a knockoff. That's going to obviously knock off our Rocky Helmet, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. There's a lot of damage as well, despite the Intimidate, which is annoying. As we are physically defensive, by the way. So I'm going to go straight for a Stealth Rocks. I think Stealth Rocks is going to be important right now. They probably go into the Great Tusk, to be honest with you, but I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks regardless. So they're going to go for a U-turn, which is fair enough. It's going to do minimal damage to us. And they're going to go back to something else. Probably the Great Tusk, if I had to guess. However, going into Great Tusk leaves them wide open for Iron Moth to come in and do some shenanigans. So they're going to go into Big Power Tusk, which is the Great Tusk. Fair enough. Great Tusk comes on in. We're going to go for a Stealth Rocks, get them up on our side of the field. And then I think our best bet is to go into our Ghost type of the team, which we obviously have Polteageist. But I kind of don't want to go Polteageist because I feel like they're going to go for something else. I don't know what they're going to do here. I really don't know what they're going to do. So I'm thinking we need to free switch into Iron Moth somehow. So what I'm going to do is, it's Great Tusk. They're probably going to go for either a Rapid Spin or an Ice Spinner. Let's go into Wo-Chen. Lower its physical attack and mitigate the damage, whatever is going to come our way. So we'll go into Woe. Get that Tablets of Ruin activated, lowering the physical attack of the Great Tusk. They do go for an Ice Spinner, which is great because it means Stealth Rocks is still up. Just a lot of damage. They could easily finish us off with this next move, if they really wanted to. They can't go for a Rapid Spin because it means they'll have to take a Giga Drain to the face. So I'm going to go for said Giga Drain. I'm just going to go for it. I see no reason not to. They go for a Rapid Spin anyway, which gets a critical hit, which is unfortunate. But what can you do about that? Not a lot. We get a free Giga Drain off on the Great Tusk, so there we go. That's some nice damage right there. That's going to give us a lot of recovery right now. There we go, lots of recovery. So they definitely have to switch out here, probably into the Meowscarada if I had to guess. Meowscarada. Definitely would guess Meowscarada if I had to guess. They either go Meowscarada or Heatran here, so I'm going to withdraw into Great Tusk. Great Tusk. I'm going to withdraw into Landorus. I keep getting the names mixed up. That's why I get for calling it Great Stripe, isn't it? So we'll get the Intimidate off, which is going to be great against the Great Tusk anyway. They do go for a close combat, which is fair enough. That would have definitely KO'd the old what do you call it, Wo-Chen over there. As now they can probably go for their leftovers. So I'm going to guess they're not max speed. They have got lowered defenses right now. We've got Intimidate off on them as well. Should we go for another Stealth Rocks? No, they've got speed boost from the yeah, they've got a speed boost already from, yeah, never mind. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So they're probably going to go for an Ice Spinner right now. I think our best bet to do is let Landorus go down. I think that's probably the best thing we can do. So I'm going to go for a Stealth Rock just on the off chance they don't go for an Ice Spinner, but they do. That's going to be able to take out Landorus, obviously. Unfortunately, we've got no Rocky Helmet chip or anything like that, which is really unfortunate. As the Great Tusk has +1 speed. So, what do we do here? What do we do here? I think the best thing to do is to go into Tea Time, the old Polteageist over here, and just go straight for a Shell Smash. I think that's probably the best thing we can do. They probably switch out the Great Tusk. They go for an Earthquake, which is interesting. So Earthquake is going to come through, breaks our weak armor, which lowers our defense and boosts our speed sharply, which is great. By 2 stages, we go for a Shell Smash. Now we outspeed everything on that team, and we can Tera if we really need to. So they haven't really got a switch in at all. I would Tera Fighting, but the Goldengo is right there. The Goldengo is right there. So let's just see how much Sword Power does first. Sword Power should be base 260, I believe, right now. I could be wrong. So let's go for a Sword Power. They can't really do anything to us. Or we could Strength Sap, one of the two. Let's go for a Sword Power. Let's go for a Sword Power and see what they do. So we go for a Sword Power. They don't have a switch in. Down goes the Great Tusk. They have got the Meowscarada, but Meowscarada doesn't want to take a Shadow Ball at +2 either. Or a Tera Blast Fighting, which we have. In comes this thing, which is going to be the Greninja. So Greninja comes on in. Now, we do outspeed, we do KO, but they probably have Water Shuriken. That's the thing that they probably have. Water Shuriken is a priority move if you didn't know, I believe. So, what's the best bet to go for here? Probably, we don't want to let them get a KO. That's the problem. We don't want to let them get a KO. We definitely want to get... I think we go into our Cyclizar first to take the Water Shuriken, and then we go into our Lucario to take the Ice Beam, and then we kind of go from there. I think that's the best thing I can think to do right now. So we'll go Cyclizar real quick. They are going to Tera, which is interesting. Are they going to Tera Water to get the extra power on the Water Shuriken? Maybe. Maybe, or they have Shadow Sneak, one of the two. Tera Poison. Interesting. So Poison type Greninja. So we could have actually gone for a Sword Power there and KO'd this thing. Not really, because they probably... Yeah, they go for a Dark Pulse. Okay, so Dark Pulse is going to do a lot of damage to us. That's really unfortunate. As now... We go... Ooh. We're going to have to let something get KO'd, aren't we? That's the only problem we've got right now. Something's going to get KO'd, and it's probably going to be you. So let's go for a U-turn, just to see if we can... Oh, they do switch out! Okay, so they do switch out, which is great. They don't want to get any damage off of the Cyclizar, so they're going to go into Maximilian, which is going to be the Goldengo. We go for a U-turn, which is absolutely fine. Get some chip damage off on them, and this gives us a free switch into our Iron Moth. So we'll go Iron Moth. Iron Moth is a great switch. So we'll go Iron Moth real quick. There we go. Nice and shiny. Look at that beauty. Look at that beautiful shiny Moth. So Quark Drive is obviously going to boost our special attack. Maybe I should have made it do speed. I don't know. But we can just go straight for a Fiery Dance right now and just get some damage off on this thing. So they do withdraw. Are they going to go into the Heatran? If they go into the Heatran, it's bait. Proper baited. So they go into the Heatran, which is great for us. They are Flash Fire, of course. Oh no, they've got Air Balloon. That's not good. That is not good. That is not good. So they have Air Balloon. So we can't do what we wanted to do. We're going to have to go ahead and switch out, I think. So we'll go into Cyclizar. I don't know what to do here. Let's go into our Ghost. Let's just sack off our Ghost. So let's see what they're going to do. They probably go for an Earth Power or something along those lines. I would have Terra Grounded there, but they've got the Air Balloon. They got the freaking Air Balloon. So they go for an Earth Power. That's going to take out Polteageist probably. Yep, there we go. Down it goes. So we're not off to a good start right now. This is a tough game, a very tough game. Heatran's putting in the finest work right now. Let's go into our be-all and end-all, the Lucario. Now, the reason I want to go Lucario is purely and simply because we outspeed, but also I want to bait in that... I could go Iron Moth with Tera Ground, Energy Ball to break the balloon, and then go Tera Blast. I should have done that in the first place, really. Let's go Lucario. Let's go into Anubis, the red Lucario. There it is, the red Lucario. Gotta love it. So, let's go for Close Combat or an Earthquake. I feel like they're going to Goldengo here because it resists both stabs. And we could have Stone Edge for the Zapdos for all I know. So I think I'm going to go... I went for an Earthquake on a Heatran with Air Balloon. There's something wrong with me. So they're going to Zap Zap, which is going to be the Zapdos. So that's nice and shiny. Gotta love it. Look at that beauty. I wasn't even going to reveal that at the moment. But, you know, hey ho, here it is. Looks like Galarian Zapdos, right? So, anyway. So what we can do is... I should have put Agility on the Iron Moth. This Iron Moth's not doing anything this game. Why is it not doing anything? So let's go Cyclizar. We'll go Cyclizar. I went for the Earthquake expecting the Goldengo, personally. I thought the Goldengo would be a prime suspect for that, but now they know we've got Earthquake. Now they know. So they go for a Discharge, which isn't going to be able to KO our Cyclizar, but may paralyze it. It doesn't paralyze it, which is great. We can just go for a knockoff now. Knock off its heavy duty boots, or just get some chip damage off. So let's go for the Cyclizar's knockoff. There we go. Heavy duty boots are gone. They go for a Roost. Obviously expecting us to go for a Draco Meteor or something, but no, we're just going to knock off right now. And then we're going to go for an Overheat to get some chip damage off. So there we go. Overheat comes through. Decent bit of chip damage. We've got a critical hit, which is nice, as they're probably going to take us out of a Discharge this turn. There we go. Discharge comes through. Down goes the Anubis over here. So we do lose Cyclizar. Can we pull back from this there? That's the real question. So I'm going to go into Iron Moth. I'm going to go into the Iron Moth real quick. There we go. Iron Moth comes in. And I want to Tera go for an Energy Ball. That's what I want to do. I want to Tera go for an Energy Ball. Because if we Tera, that means we're going to be immune to Discharge if they do stay in and go for a Discharge. I feel like that's the play. So let's go for a Tera Energy Ball. So we're going to Tera. They do stay in. They do stay in. I really thought they would go Heatran. Really thought they would go Heatran. So they're going to Tera Ground, which is great and all. But to what avail? Because Energy Ball is going to do nothing now. Really thought they would go Heatran. Discharge. Fair enough. That doesn't work though. So we're going to go for a Fiery Dance right now. The reason we're going for a Fiery Dance is purely and simply because we want to get rid of this Zapdos. So let's go for a Fiery Dance. There we go. Zapdos is going to go down to that, which is great. Iron Moth can put some work in right now. So Zapdos goes down. Now, if we can get rid of that, I think Lucario could potentially do some work here. If we can avoid getting KO'd by Greninja, Heatran's going to come in right now. Heatran's going to come in right now. So it's going to float in the air with its Air Balloon. Now we go for an Energy Ball and get rid of that Air Balloon, which is great. So Energy Ball comes through. We're going to go for the Energy Ball, get rid of that Air Balloon, which is great and all. As the Air Balloon is going to pop. They go for a Magma Storm. That's going to do a lot of damage. Not even half. That's actually pretty good. So we're going to get trapped by it, which is unfortunate. But you know what? I'm looking at their team now, and I'm thinking, what? Iron Moth does a lot of damage to their entire team. So let's go for a Tera Blast right now. So we go for the Tera Blast. They might not have been expecting the Tera Blast, even though we are Tera Ground. That's going to definitely KO the Heatran over there after a +1 special attack from Fiery Dance especially. As down it goes, the Heatran goes down, which is great. So now they have Greninja, which can come in and finish us off with Water Shuriken. So in comes whatever that is, which is going to be the Greninja. So Greninja comes on in. Now it is poison. We are probably going to get hit by an Ice Beam here. So I kind of want to go into our Lucario. Kind of want to not... I think I will go Lucario because they've only shown Ice Beam and Dark Pulse so far. So let's see how that plays out for them. So we'll go Lucario real quick. There we go. Lucario comes in. And we need to keep Lucario alive, really. So they go for an Ice Beam. Ice Beam is going to do some solid damage. Lose some HP and all that wonderful stuff. Let's go for an EQ. We should be outspeeding here. They might stay in to try and get the KO, which would be that'd be ideal. So they are going to withdraw. Are they going to go Goldengo? Or are they going to go Meowscarada? Maximilian, that's definitely the Goldengo. You can tell by the name. So we go for an Earthquake. That's going to do some solid damage to the Goldengo. Not enough to KO, but it is solid in its own right. Let's go for another EQ real quick. There we go. Earthquake comes through. That's going to do some solid damage to the Goldengo. Takes it out, in fact, which is great. Down it goes to a critical hit. Crit didn't matter. Crit definitely didn't matter. So now they've got a couple of options here. So what they could do is the Greninja goes down to an extreme speed, I think, after a little while. So let's go into they're going to go into Flower Girl, which is fair enough. We just have to go into Wo-Chien right now, expecting a U-turn, let them KO it. And then we go back out into our Lucario and we go for a Meteor Mash on the Greninja. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to Woe. Lower the attack of the Meowscarada, not like it's going to matter, I don't think, as they do go for the Protean boosted Play Rough. That's going to KO us, unfortunately, but that's fine, though. That's absolutely fine. So with that thing now no longer choice banded as well, which is great. Locked into Play Rough, which is greater. We go into Lucario, and now that it's a Fairy type, we can just go for a Meteor Mash. And all we have to do is hit the Meteor Mash. Lucario can win this for us if it hits the Meteor Mash. Let's go for it. Let's go for that Meteor Mash and find out if we can live. Meteor Mash comes through and it misses. Great. So they go for a Play Rough. That's going to KO. It doesn't KO us. It lowers our attack though. Oh dear. So let's go for another Meteor Mash and hope we hit. There we go. We hit a Meteor Mash. Down goes the Meowscarada. There we go. That's down it goes. We don't get an attack boost from that, which is unfortunate. The only downside to this is now if the Greninja does have Water Shuriken, it's going to be able to take us out. So what we have to do here is sack off the Iron Moth and hope that our extreme speed is enough to KO. Pretty much. That's what we have to do. So we're going to Iron Moth real quick. We'll let him KO us. Water Shuriken is only +1 priority, whereas extreme speed is +2. So they go for an Ice Beam, which is fair enough. They don't actually have Water Shuriken, it looks like, because Water Shuriken would have KO'd the Iron Moth there anyway. But now that they've got the Battle Bond boost, which they should have, if I'm right, they do have their Battle Bond boost. Our best option, our very best option, is going to be going for extreme speed and hoping for the KO. They've got some more Life Orb damage. Let's go into Lucario. We're on 8 HP. Can we do this? Can we please do this? That's all I ask for you, Lucario. Can we please do this? So let's go for that extreme speed and find out. Ooh, what a battle. So let's go for extreme speed, and it doesn't get the KO, unfortunately. It doesn't even come close. They go for a Surf. That's going to be able to KO us, no problem, as that's going to be the game. So GG Jonah, that was a really close game. Came right down to a Battle Bond Greninja came through for him in the end there. Definitely came through in the end. So GG Jonah, once again, thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.